Next thing I would look at is a theracane. If you use a theracane, you can get into these upper trapezius muscles very, very easily. You've got that little ball at the end of it. You're able to just press. You press down, and you're just putting direct pressure into the belly of the muscle. But what you're doing is you're trying to run the entire length of the muscle. So I would start with upper traps. Now you could take that theracane and you can loop it around and you can get in between the spine and the scapula. That's called the vertebral border of the scapula. Just feel where you can find some trigger points, some hot spots in there. When you find it, hang out and then roll your shoulder forward ever so gently. What you're trying to do is address any trigger points that may be around the scapula. Remember, today's conversation is getting mobility around the scapula itself. So we start with the upper traps. We go into the vertebral border of the scapula. Now you could take that theracane and you could hook it underneath the bottom of the shoulder, the scapula, right? Your shoulder blade there. And again, feel for some hot spots. You can then move that theracane down into the small of your back. Now, let's say that you don't have a theracane. It's a little bit of a contortionist type of a routine here, but you can get a lacrosse ball, a tennis ball, a golf ball laying on the ground. You can get that pinched into that upper trap area while laying on the ground. You can get that ball in between the vertebral border and the spine, and you can work the rhomboids. You could take a big foam roller and you can work the muscles on either side of the spine. Now, one of the things you've got to be very careful of is a lot of times people will lay directly across the foam roller, so it's running this way, and you run the risk of breaking the spinous processes on the top, okay? So the idea here is think about why the shoulder's not moving. How do you evaluate it? And then once you feel the tightness, then go after it with trigger point, foam rolling type of devices.